Kerry Sullivan here with another howtokickassinsales.com tip of the day, and today's all about developing a system so you can have confidence. So a lot of time people don't like setting goals because they have a bad track record of actually getting them and executing them. And one of the reasons is because they don't have a good system in place. And what happens is often people have goals that are really long term, super long term, and then they'll have multiple goals, so it gets really hard to actually hit these things. And if you don't see progress, it's really hard to stay motivated and actually go out there and go day after your goals. So what I suggest doing is, when you have a bigger goal, break it down into a simple 2-week goal, and then on that 2-week goal, just focus in on one thing. So maybe you need to make more cold calls. Well, in those 2 weeks, by the end of those 2 weeks, have it so you're making X amount of cold calls every day, and then track it every single day. Now, when you do this, you can start to see little upward movements of progression. When you start to see progress and you break it down into these little goals, then that's when you're going to have success. It's really important when you have these little goals that you're able to track it and use numbers, because that way you can start to see that progress, right? And when you break it down into those smaller 2-week goals, it becomes a lot more manageable, right? And you can go out there, and when you start making progress, that's when you start to build up that momentum and start to have that confidence, and then you also start to get more motivation because you can see it. You know, it's really hard for anybody to keep their motivation on a really long-term goal that's maybe a year down the road or a year out or whatever it may be, and you don't really see how you're getting there. But if you break it down into those smaller 2-week goals, your mind can wrap around it a lot easier, and then when you're tracking it day by day, getting a little better, you start to get momentum, and then you start to drive yourself. So you have to give yourself the micro wins along the way. This is just how the brain works and how people work effectively. So a lot of time when people don't have the confidence or the motivation they want, it's because of this. So really just breaking your goals down into little 2-week goals just along the way, and then having daily little indicators showing that you're getting a little better every single day is going to help you develop that confidence to go out there and rock it. So this is Kerry Sullivan with another howtokickassinsales.com tip of the day, and I'll see ya on the next one. Hey, if you like this, go to howtokickassinsales.com and sign up for your tips, and I'll teach you how to take your sales game to the next level. Bye-bye.